this one away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
With a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
2nd and 5. Play action now. Cousins. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. On play action, Cousins. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Cousins in step with Jefferson that time. 1st down, Vikings.
A gain of 11 on the play.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that 1st down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
On 2nd and 11 now. Cousins lets it fly for Thielen. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And 3 yards there takes them to the 45.
Harrison Smith on the.
But from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because they only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
On 2nd down now, it's Carson, and he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
First carry for Carlos Hyde. And Hyde will not get there as they force him to the ground shy of the marker. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And Pete Carroll looks like he likes his chances with the offense on the field. They're going for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
14. Hey, watch it. Watch the safety creep. Hey, 0. You got it. Shoot. Check 37.
They'll run on first down. Carson.
Wilson with
The tackle goes to Harrison Smith.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Check 50.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
It's always interesting when you get ready for a Seattle Seahawks game because when you think of their receivers, you think of these guys going to be 6'3", 6'4", 225 pounds out on the perimeter. But Tyler Lockett, he shatters all of those thoughts. Much more like a water bug, but maybe their most trusted target downfield. Led Seattle with 1,057 yards last season, operates in the slot and outside, and is tough as any receiver in the NFL.
So the face mask moves him closer, and now 1st and goal.
Watch out. Four down.
Here's Carson, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there, and if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle, keep coming after them, put the pressure on them.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
a gain of 3 yards.
You got to be ready for anything when you play defense against this head coach. That is not something you'd expect to see here in the red zone, but it winds up getting them a few yards.
One receiver left, 2 to the right. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after's up and good, and it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here comes Nelson. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
Dalvin Cook.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one good for 26 and a first down.
26 yards.
Line of scrimmage moves from one 37-yard line to the other as they come up 1st and 10. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are on defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. They go play action. Cousins. Trying to improvise. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. 5 yards remain on second down. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 26. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And the Vikings first down.
Off the play fake, Cousins. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
Jefferson.
The end result, 21 yards. From the gun, here's Cousins. This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
On the Seahawks.
On second down, Love. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Now let's see where they turn on third and goal from the 5. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Let's think here. You're still just in the second quarter. You taking the 3 points?
I am taking the 3 points, and I'm just relying on my defense here. Show them you have a little confidence in them, and let the offense know, nice drive. Come back next time. We'll go get 6 then. But for now, we'll take the 3.
Now Cousins on fourth down. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
To
Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again.
Kick is good.
And he's able to put it through.
Makes the score Seahawks 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
14, got it. Switch.
On first down, it's Carson. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
He's brought down at the 39.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line.
On the tackle. The tackle made back at the 37-yard line.
55, and here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Mike 55.
On third down, Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
Play fake. Cousins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
On third down, here's Love. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now Cousins. Oh, strip. The ball comes out, and the Seahawks have recovered.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter. 14-7. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
He's coming. We got double up. Gun. Rip left.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson. He finds Dorsett. It's complete.
Wilson.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll run it. Here's Hyde. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
For a Seattle.
The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Right there in the middle. 55. Come on. Mike, 55.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Flush to his right. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Say hello to Eric Kendricks. He gets the sack there. 38-yard line, 2nd and 11. It's caught. Block it. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 18. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Being chased out left toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
But he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd.
And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half.
30-yard now.
Myers' kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And there is a flag as he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. But who's this going to be against? So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
So after the penalty, we'll have one final untimed play here before halftime. Shotgun handoff now for Love. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
James on the return. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Here's a quick throw to Thielen. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
I don't care how you look at it, how you cut it, how you parse it. Adam Thielen continues to be an absolute marvel, coming from where he did, Division III football, to being one of the top receivers in the NFL. But it's going to be vital for the Vikings in 2020 to keep number 19 on the field, especially since he lost his old running mate Stephon Diggs to the Buffalo Bills. The hamstring injury last year really held his numbers in check. His lowest receiving yardage since 2015. Look for another breakout from Adam Thielen after plays like that.
Here's Britton Colquitt now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
At their own 33-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Complete here. It's Hyde.
Wilson's pass.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Come on, baby.
They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
14. 55. Back 55. Check pass.
Again, Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Now here's Michael Dixon. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10.
At their own 30-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
And he's into the clear. The 30. Touchdown, Vikings.
The ball carrier.
Dalvin Cook, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Vikings have made this now a one-score game.
His kick is good.
And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
You break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. And some space here. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now high. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 47.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Wilson. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Danielle Hunter able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
3rd down.
Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he's going to go down again. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack.
I like how they've started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room.
Reed on the return. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Cook following the penalty. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be a 2nd and long.
16 at the 30-yard line.
Cousins. And he fires one incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. play fake. He'll look to throw. And he finds his target. It's Sharp. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
Switch it, switch it. Watch that three, watch that three. Safety's three. He's checking, he's checking. Check.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Cousins. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Bobby Wagner, his 2nd sack of the night.
6 yards.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And this is Cook with a grab. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
A gain of 15.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. On play action, Cousins going for it all. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range, and guess what? They've got a shot.
Play action now, Cousins. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Darrell Taylor in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. 3rd and long for Cousins. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Harrison.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 25-yard line.
They run again with Carson. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively.
He's got a man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him a gain of 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40.
To Chris Carson.
Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. And that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage. In the early days of the NFL, you could easily blame these drops on maybe some uneven or uncertain lighting in a stadium. Not anymore. The lights are pretty good.
Yeah, they're great here at night, but his second drop, indeed, not a good look. Fourth down. Here's Wilson. And able to find Dorsett. And he'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Not often do fourth down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Carson. And he stopped immediately there.
Carson on the carry.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
The line of scrimmage.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. He'll check that down to Carson. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
On 2nd down, Wilson dumps this one off to Chris Carson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
That's a gain.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. Steps away to his left. Open space inside the 10. This will be caught inside the 10. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Ben Gideon able to run him down for a 15-yard loss, and it will be 4th down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. And he tugged this one badly. It's no good. Wide left. And this score will stay right where it is. Maybe an important 4th quarter miss as this stays a 3-point game.
Yeah, now overtime is very much in the equation here. Just what you mentioned, a 3-point game. They get a drive, put it through the posts. We could have some free football, couldn't we?
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
A 3-yard pickup.
Here's Cousins.
And 7 at the 28-yard line.
That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as he'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
It's Waring, the tight end, with it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
At the 9-yard line.
Again, it's Cook. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Extra point up and good by Bailey. And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Here's 2nd and 10. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Now Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Seahawks. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Minnesota, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.